Hello, I am Miramel Garcia Laxa from the Department of Social Welfare and Development in the Philippines. As to my IVLP experience, first of all, I am very thankful that I was given the opportunity to participate in the IVLP in 2023. Basically, because in terms of my professional career, it added value in crafting more responsive policies, programs, activities that will address human trafficking, particularly online sexual abuse and exploitation of children. And since it gave me a macro perspective on the landscape of TIP, or trafficking in persons, and OSAIC, I was able to triangulate and or compare contrast efforts, initiatives, and strategies at the national and subnational level in combating human trafficking and OSAIC, and the magnitude of these cases and resources being invested and utilized. And more than that, IVLP added weight on my credentials. Since such opportunity is not given to all hands, I was promoted now from an OIC assistant director to a full-fledged program director. But during my IVLP journey, meeting with the New Hampshire Coalition Against Domestic and Sexual Violence caught my interest, particularly on the discussion of the Joshua Law, wherein portion of the penalty to perpetrators of violence or human trafficking is given to the crisis center, as well as several programs being implemented to support the victim services work that is done by other programs located in communities throughout the state, such as programs on prevention, and this would include school-based prevention and community prevention programs on housing for the victims, justice, and financial literature to victims of human trafficking in New Hampshire. And worthy to note as well are the various advocacy efforts to support victims of child sexual exploitation through community outreach to parents, teachers, prosecutors, social workers, students, and the knock and talk advocacy strategy, and the presence of victim advocate who basically educate victims on court system, hence making them more ready on what to expect during court hearings. And then this victim advocate also attend court hearings together with the victims, also help the victim access to crisis intervention and safe housing. And as to my fondest IVLP memories, these are just some of my fondest memories. Of course, there are a lot, given that I was able to visit 5 states in the United States of America. And this includes the tour at the White House and other historical places in the United States. But most especially, the serenity of the place of the New Hampshire is one that I will never forget, because it is somewhat a very peaceful abode. It is a very peaceful community wherein all stresses will be gone once you are there in New Hampshire. Even the people, they are so warm, they are so kind, they are very accommodating. In fact, even those working in the city hall, or I think that is in the Congress that we were able to visit as well, all of them, you can see the commitment of the people, you can see how very warm they are, how very welcoming they are to visitors. But lastly, the IVLP really provides an excellent learning program or learning opportunity given the advanced technologies of the United States of America and the vast knowledge and skills of its people, especially those working in government agencies in partnership with those working in non-government organizations who are undeniably very committed and passionate in their work to combat human trafficking, especially OSAIC. Thank you and have a nice day.